Greetings. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I want to do a quick video. I want to put more and more of these videos out more frequently. And so I'm excited about that. I hope you are as well. I want to talk about, there's been some information or some news about a lot of different things, but mainly about recently some rappers or a particular rapper who was recently took a plea deal. And I don't want to get into the celebrity hype and all that type of thing, but I do want to mention that everything that is happening to us, we are making it happen. We are creating it. And so I want to talk about names, because when you take on a particular name, you're living out that name, and you're going to bring all that energy and all those experiences to that name that you have chosen. And so a lot of these rappers, they are choosing names that are not favorable. And so a lot of them are ending up in jail. You know, they find themselves in a lot of trouble all the time dealing with law. And so your name is very, very important. Got a little freeze going on here, but let's see if I could fix that a little bit. And see what get that freeze away. But your name. So these rappers, these singers, you know, they get their stage names or what have you, and some of the names that they are choosing is just not in their favor. And like I said, we're all creating our life. We just do not realize that we are creating it consciously. We're not aware. We think that there's some outside force, you know, outside forces, that there's others holding us back, that there's, we can come up with millions and millions of excuses and ways of why we are going through the things that we are going through, you know. And, you know, some people think, oh, somebody have a hex on me. You know, it's all these different things that really is just not true. We are totally in control of our lives. We just have to realize it. And so these celebrities, these rappers, singers, actors, they're taking on these stage names, and they are living up to those names. So they are going to receive the effects of that, the karma, whatever you want to call it. They're sending out messages into the universe to bring about these experiences. And so, you know, you can just go through the list of different rappers who have chosen these what I would call negative, you know, names that have negative attachments to it, and they're living it out, you know. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I can go through a list of many of rappers and celebrities who are actually living out the names that they have chosen. And I want to talk to you today about your name. Our names are we actually chose our names before we came here. We actually had contracts and, you know, before we came here, and we actually chose the names that we have. And we actually put that psychically into our parents to name us those names. And so I just want to mention really quickly here too, that one thing you can do is just go and just start to do a little research on your name and see what the meanings, what your name means. And you tell me if if that name does not suit you. And in most cases, in many of the cases, the name really is very fitting of who you are, because you actually chose that name. No one chose that name for you. You actually chose the name, and you basically had a contract before you came here of everything that you were supposed to do when you come here. So you have your purpose. A lot of times we just don't remember, and so you can do things like research your name and see what it means, and you will see that it's very fitting of who you are because you chose it. And so these names and stuff, these things are very, very important, and that like I said, we are creating every single thing that's happening into our lives. So we're all doing it. We're all doing it. It's not just the celebrities who are choosing these names, rappers and actors and actresses, but these rappers, if they only knew that they could, if they chose a different name, they will have a different experience. You don't want to use negative, pick names that are, your stage name, to be a negative, that's going to send out a negative vibration, because everything is energy and everything vibrates to that energy. And so I just hope, that, a lot of these rappers, and singers and actors and actresses can, come to that realization that you are living out your name, because these names have vibrations. And so I just wanted to mention that. I'm like 7 minutes already. I'll talk a few more minutes, but yeah, we're creating every single thing that's happening. Like I said, I'm assisting some people who are in many different fields, and they are actually living out pretty much everything that they are, whatever it is that they're doing, the books that they're writing about. I mentioned before in the last in the last recording, that I was someone who had written some conspiracy books, and they are all the things that they mentioned that goes on in that particular world is actually happening to them now. So we are indeed creating our life. So, and like I said, you can verify it and you can prove it to yourself, and you can change anything that you do not like, want, or need in your life. And so you just have to be conscious of what it is that you are creating, and then start to change it. I did want to mention really quickly, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. I wanted to go back to my comments, because I said I would address some of the comments that was mentioned, question comments, type of, I have received some comments, and I wanted to address them. I went to try to pull up the comments. For some reason, I couldn't pull up the comments, but I remember one of the listeners or watchers was talking about, they knew what they wanted. They knew exactly what they wanted, but they felt that, I'm adding to it that it's much faster when you have assistance, when you have help, and that can be true, that when you have someone assisting you, you can really speed it up pretty quickly. But also you can pick who you want through books. Like say there's an author that you like, and you can make them your mentor. You can make them your coach, so to speak, because you're reading their material and you are putting it to practice and you're using it on a regular basis. So the key to all of this is to flood your life, your world, with this information. So you want to look at videos like this, read books that's pertaining to this sort of information. all the videos, and there's plenty of videos that's similar to the same information. And so that's one of the things that you can do, is to flood your mind, flood your world with all this type of information, and then this will speed up things, so to speak. Also, I am working on some things where I will be reaching out to others who are to present some different things to help you with that as well. But meantime, you could pick anybody that you want to be your mentor. If you feel you need someone, like if you want someone really quickly, there are all sorts of people out here that is doing similar things, and you want to pick someone who that you can relate to, that you that's successful in doing what they're saying that they're doing. And those are just some of the things that you want to look for in that. But you could take a book, and you can, as long as you keep going over the material frequently, you will speed up what it is that what you want. And so it does take time. Some things, but I'm telling you, there's some miracles, that some things happen really quickly, and some things take a little longer, So, but with the repetition is the key. And so this is what you want to do. You want to continue to keep these things, put these things into practice, and to continue to listen to this sort of information, read this sort of information. And so I hope that answers the question, because a lot of times we know what we want, we just don't know how to get there. And I do want to mention very quickly, 12 minutes already, I do want to mention very quickly that knowing what we want, a lot of times we get caught up on how we're going to do it. And we don't, and we want really big things. We want huge things, and you should reach for the stars and reach for the very best to really stretch yourself and make it really, really big. I mean, you got one life, I say one life to live in this body. So why not do all that you can to enjoy this life? I mean, it should be very enjoyable. You should be able to have things you want, need, and desire. A lot of times we get caught up on how we are going to do it. And the thing about it is, don't worry about how you're going to do it. You just keep that burning desire, and you start taking the steps towards what it is that you want, and you're going to receive it. Some things take a little longer, but if you write these things down, you can track them. You can track and see your progress, because a lot of times, because we're not taking notes, we don't actually see the growth. We don't see it. We feel like nothing's changing, although there's many, many changes taking place, but we just can't see it yet. And so I would say journal and write these things down. And then you can go back and compare, and you can see, oh yeah, I did this, I did this, I did that, and you can see the growth. So don't worry about how you're going to do it. Just know what it is that you want, and start making, taking steps towards that. Let me see if I can give you an example. Let's say that you want to teach classes or something, one of the things that you would start to do is to start to do your research or whatever, know your subject, and you will start to create those classes, and you will start to put that information out through a channel such as YouTube or, some other type of social media. You would start to actually start doing the work, and then by you doing the work, you're actually being it. So, like I said before, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. And so by you stepping into that vibration, you're stepping it up, you're doing things that you've never done before, then you're going to start to attract people into your life to bring it about more and more and more. So you don't have to worry about how you're going to accomplish this desire, this dream, this goal that you have. You don't have to worry about that. It's going to magically happen just by you taking the steps and doing it. So I'm at 15 minutes already, a little over 15 minutes. So I'm going to end this video and then I'll start another video. But, excuse me, I wanted to say that your name is very, very important. And go research your name and find out what's the meaning of your name. Your name has a vibration. Everything has a vibration. Everything is energy. Everything has a vibration. So your name has a vibration to it, and it has a meaning to it. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's very fitting of who you are. Your name fits who you are because you chose that name before you came here. And any of these people, these celebrities, these rappers, these artists who are choosing negative, names with murder in it, the universe is going to give them that. A lot of these people are serving time for murder because they're naming their stage name with such negative, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? If whatever name you're putting out there, you're sending an energy out to the universe and you are living it, you're creating it. So here comes the drama. Here comes the drama. Here comes problems with the law. And here comes those things because you chose it. Each and every one of us are choosing our lives. We're choosing everything that has total control and total power of our lives. We just need to realize that and be consciously aware what we are creating. And with that, I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I love you all very, very much. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace and love to you.